10 minutes after 6 a.m. Maria LaRosa looking, oh, that's a pretty skyline there, Maria.
Oh, it's so pretty. We have the brightening sky and some of that high cloudiness just adding a little extra color. So we're off to a good start. It's going to be mild today and tomorrow. You see the big change up by the middle of the week, much cooler, but we're already looking ahead to another warm up. So we'll take a look at that as we head into the weekend in the 10-day.
All right, thanks so much. Still ahead, celebrating
way into Queens Cross Island Parkway, northbound by exit 32. Still watching this crash, taking out 2 lanes. Coming up, we've got an update for you on that closure in New Jersey. But we are going to take a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Lincoln Tunnel. We've got an overheight truck in the center tube. You've got about 15-minute delays. You're watching Today in New York.
We've got one team going to the postseason. We're going to take that right now, Maria.
We will definitely take it. It's a heartbreaker, though, for sure. Well, we are wrapping up September, about to head into October. Boy, a beautiful start to this Monday. View from EarthCam is a gorgeous one. That sun is coming up. We have some high clouds. I want to give you another perspective of this beautiful sunrise. Those high clouds adding so much color as we look at Point Pleasant Beach. So for the early risers out there, you're in for a treat. Looks good out there. We've got 67 now at Central Park, 68 at Newark, 54 in Sussex. Clear skies in Poughkeepsie, and we've dipped into the 40s in Monticello. Still upper 60s, Islip, Toms River now into the upper 50s. But this cloud cover is tied to some of the tropical weather that we're tracking off the southeast coast. Yes, it's getting pulled up, that high cloudiness from Imelda. Right now, a tropical storm. You have Umberto. Both of these tracks away from the east coast. The only thing that we're going to be watching, some of the rough surf and that little extra tug to the winds by the time we get to the middle of the week. And those winds combined with the swells headed our way, that northeast flow may be enough to push up some of those tides a little higher by the time we get to Wednesday. So we'll watch that. But yeah, breezy with those winds gusting 20, 25 miles per hour. And on top of that, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. So a bit of a shock to the system, a little bit anyway, as we head into the middle of the week. Today is still feeling like summer. 67 degrees along with this gorgeous sunrise. Sun and clouds, we'll see about 76 degrees by 1 o'clock, on our way up to 78 in the city, about 80 at Newark. Close to 80 in Poughkeepsie, Islip, Merrick, Belmar, all into the mid and upper 70s. Again, more clouds as we head into tonight. What we're not tracking, rainfall. So we get the clouds and that's it. 64 degrees overnight tonight. That sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:51. We'll head up to 80 tomorrow afternoon. So another warm one, that sunset at 6:39 p.m. And those northeast winds start to pick up quite a bit by Wednesday, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that helps drop our temperatures. So highs by Wednesday, only upper 60s. Even cooler on Thursday. But that's it. That's our introduction to October, because it's right back to what it's felt like all September. Mild, close to 80 degrees straight in through next week. All right, 6:18 now. Adele, how's it looking out there?
Well, we have an update right now on the Cross Island Parkway. We have Chopper 4 live giving us a view from above here. This is a crash that we've been watching on the northbound side by Bell Boulevard, exit 32. It looks like it's just one lane closed off right now. Police are on the scene. Unfortunately, we are still seeing some pretty heavy slowdowns, though, with delays heading all the way back to about the LIE. Your best bet would definitely be to make your way over to the Clearview Expressway instead. And if you are going to be making your way onto the Grand Central Parkway, some good news here. That earlier crash on the eastbound side by exit 5, Astoria Boulevard, has cleared out, but we have those westbound delays starting to trickle in as you make that approach into LaGuardia Airport. 1 and 9 has reopened, but keep in mind Lincoln Tunnel, about 25-minute delays now on the inbound side because of that overheight tractor trailer. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you, Adele. 6:19 right. Morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, September 29th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael Gargiulo is off today. Adele's tracking an issue at the Lincoln Tunnel right now. She's here, and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here. I promise they're right next to me with the forecast. Hi. Yes, all right.
You're just so pretty.
Oh, no, you're both beautiful.
And
nice to see you.
Behind you.
The sky is something, Maria, though. Look at that.
It is. It's so pretty. We have this high cloudiness overhead and that nice low sun angle, just giving everybody that beautiful peachy glow out there this morning. Chopper 4, as always, giving us that extra dose of beauty from high above our beautiful city. Clear skies and light winds right now. It's a nice flight, hopefully, guys. Thank you so much. Chopper 4 for the beauty shot. We've got a little bit of fog, too, trying to get going, so I'm keeping an eye on that from parts of the Hudson Valley, Westchester closer Fairfield County into Putnam County, but also from Sussex, Pike Sullivan, Ulster, and Orange County. It's just a little bit of haze kind of showing up in that visibility. Otherwise, yes, just high clouds and nothing on the radar. 67 at Central Park, 53 in Poughkeepsie and Sussex. Massapequa and Islip, you're in the mid-60s. Freehold now at 60 degrees. And again, that fire in the sky, gorgeous sunrise. So we do have some filtered sunshine, those high clouds. About it for today, 76 degrees. By 1 o'clock, we'll hit 78 for the high. So it's another mild afternoon, anywhere from 5-10 degrees above average. And partly to mostly cloudy skies hold overnight. Temps slipping into the 60s by tomorrow morning. All right, 6:31. Never a great start when you're talking about delays at a major crossing.
Yeah, definitely not a great start, but it is looking hopeful here. We're starting to see some movement on the inbound side here at the Lincoln Tunnel. We were seeing all lanes closed down temporarily. That's usually a sign that they are starting to clear out the issue. It was an overheight tractor trailer. Again, the movement is a good sign, but you still want to give yourself about 25 to 30 extra minutes here if you are going to be heading out there. Or you can hop on over to the Holland Tunnel instead. That's a much better ride. We will keep you posted on this, let you know when that completely clears out. A little further north, Cross Bronx Expressway westbound, right by the Major Deegan Expressway, exit 1. We do have a crash taking out a lane. You can see it's not causing major backups through the area, but you just want to be a little extra careful if you're going to be heading out there right now. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. 6:32. Maria LaRosa looking at the weather and that school bus forecast. It's time.
Yeah, they're riding light today. No heavy jackets required, no umbrella. A little fog in some of the neighborhoods we're keeping an eye on. But starting off in the mid and upper 60s in most spots by lunchtime, 74 degrees, a few clouds, warm still by the afternoon at 78. Coming up, talk about the warm temperatures continuing and how low it'll go when we see that cool down midweek in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. And still ahead, driving around Midtown.
I think he's got this. If you are heading out to the roads right now, Cross Bronx Expressway, westbound side, right by exit 1, we do have a crash taking out 2 lanes. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to give you a closer look onto that and let you know how bad the delays are looking. Let's take a live look outside right now, though, onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You're looking at about 30 minutes coming from the Turnpike. You're watching Today in New York.
Welcome back. 6:43. It is Monday morning, 67 degrees out at this hour. Looking at the plaza. All right, speaking of 30 Rock, Kenan Thompson has been making us laugh since he first shined on screen as a child. Well, now he's Saturday Night Live's longest tenured cast member. I got the chance to ride around the block with Kenan recently, and we talked about the upcoming season and more.And we should have, right? Maria, you know what it is about him? Kenan is just so truly kind, such a good person, such a sweetheart. I mean, has more patience than, because so many people come over to him and approach him all the time. And he's just an all-around great guy. You know, he and I are on the same foundation, CRF, and fighting brain cancer in children. To him, that's something that he gives a lot of time to during the season, during the SNL season. So we're excited for him to start his it's going to be 51 seasons on SNL.
And he's got a calm about him.
Super
That's
calm,
like,
yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
I love the game show host, whenever he's a game show host.
Yeah, everybody likes that one
Hilarious,
too.
hilarious. All right, well, love that piece. Let's peek in on Rockefeller Center, waiting for the ice rink. It's going to be open and beautiful in about less than 2 weeks now at this point. And talk about beautiful, this sunrise. EarthCam capturing that sun almost over the horizon officially. We do have some high clouds making for that beautiful, colorful sunrise. 67 at Central Park right now. 68 in Newark, where we have the clear skies. Temps have dipped a bit. Poughkeepsie at 53. We're all headed close to 80 today, including in the city, right officially 78. But more of the clouds, especially later on. But we're dry, rain-free, and dry as far as humidity goes. Look at the dip that we're expecting middle of the week. Dew points in the 30s. That is really, really dry. And that's coming along with our cool down and some gusty winds. So we're calling it brisk here, but especially Wednesday morning. Not wind chill level, but you may need to dig out that heavier jacket with northeast winds at about 20-25 miles per hour. That'll be enough to push some of the water along the coast too. We may see some higher high tides, so we'll keep an eye on that coastal flood issue maybe by midweek. But as far as any other kind of flooding, not happening. This is the outlook that you don't want to see at this point in the season because we're running those rain deficits. It's still really dry and not much of that in the forecast. But we do get a beautiful sunrise and a comfortable day. 70 at 10 a.m. We're hitting 78 for the high. Again, more clouds but dry skies into this evening, upper 60s. We'll hit about 64 tonight, 57 by Wednesday morning, 52 by Thursday morning. We're talking about a lot of 40s here Friday morning. But daytime highs take that turn. We're right back close to 80 degrees by the end of the weekend, most of into next week. That next chance, it's a slight one at this point, middle of next week. All right, 649. Adele, how's it looking out there?
Not great, at least not on the Cross Bronx Expressway, westbound side, right by exit 1 for the Major Deegan Expressway. It's actually just before the Major Deegan. We've got a crash. 2 lanes are closed off. We've got that bird's eye view from Chopper 4 here where you can see we've got police, fire department on the scene, just that 1 lane getting by. The other lane is the exit lane and delays, major backups going all the way back to the Cross Bronx Expressway. We'll, of course, keep a close eye on it, let you know when it all wraps up. Cross Island Parkway still seeing 1 lane closed off here by Bell Boulevard, exit 32 for that ongoing crash. Heading inbound at the Lincoln Tunnel, that overheight tractor trailer has been cleared from the tube. Unfortunately, damage already done. Still seeing about 30-minute delays. W trains are suspended both ways, and you've got delays with your FMNR and Staten Island Railway. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much. 6:50, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Monday, September 29th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael has the morning off today. The nerve, Adele. Adele is tracking roads and rails. Here, Storm Team 4's LaRosa has the forecast. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We should FaceTime.
We should.
We should, yes.
But it's a beautiful morning. If you have the whole day to yourself, Michael Gargiulo. We have a few high clouds out there, but it's been pleasant. A little bit cooler, far north and west of the city where the clouds have been a little bit more sparse. But yeah, they're coming from the tropical activity off the southeast coast. We're not seeing anything aside from the high cloud cover, at least for now, for today. So no showers expected. It's bone dry, and that will continue. 74 degrees by noontime, sun and clouds. More clouds later on, but still pleasant. Mild at 78 degrees for the high, and then we'll see mostly cloudy skies, still dry into the overnight, temperature slipping into the 60s. All right, Adele, how are things moving along?
Not moving along at all, actually, at least not with our W trains. They are suspended, completely suspended both ways. This is because of a switch issue. It is being investigated as we speak, so hopefully it won't be suspended much longer. We'll keep you posted on that. Your FMN and R trains, you can expect to see delays both ways, and you've also got potential delays here with your Staten Island Railway. On top of that, New Jersey Transit, Morrison, Essex, specifically Gladstone Branch, and your Montclair Boonton lines will be running on a modified schedule for today because of an earlier train derailment. Coming up in a few minutes, we're also going to let you know how your commute is going to look on the roads for the day ahead, but keep in mind alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect today. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thank you. Well, now to Maria LaRosa has that.
Yeah, looking good. It's a quiet start to this Monday with temperatures upper 60s near 70 degrees around the boroughs from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx. Dry skies today and going forward, but what about this big cool down? So yeah, we see some chillier days. Wait till you see some of the numbers for the morning low temperatures. That's all ahead in the 10-day.
Thank you. And still to come, we'll take you to
Great show right there. If you are hitting the roads right now, though, not so great on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound side by exit 13 for 158th Street. We've got a crash taking out 2 lanes. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know what else is going to slow you down for the day ahead. LIE westbound also expect to see delays into Queens Boulevard. You're watching Today in New York.
Oh, one of our Jersey girls here in the studio today.
Yes, and a line from Bruce Springsteen's Jersey Girl. Yeah. Down the shore, everything's all right. We've got a beautiful view of Point Pleasant Beach, some of the high clouds filtering that sunshine, and that's the case everywhere, even as we look at Staten Island. But it's pleasant, it's dry, no need for the umbrella today. We've got 70 at 10 a.m., at 76 through 1 o'clock. It'll be mild at 78 through 3 o'clock. That's a little bit above average for this time of year. And you can see under mostly cloudy skies this evening, temperatures only slipping into the upper 60s by the time we get to late evening. But again, it's dry, not just with skies, but that humidity, and it's going to be even drier. Once we get this front to come on through, welcoming October, definitely feeling like it, at least briefly, and that in part is going to be helped along by some of that really low humidity. Dew points in the 30s is really, really dry. That's also going to allow those temperatures to drop overnight. So we've got some chilly mornings ahead. Certainly it's going to feel chilly compared to, say, tomorrow morning, where once again it's in the 60s, but it's more like the upper 40s, low 50s Thursday, Friday morning, and into Saturday. But daytime highs are already going to be making a turnaround at that point. One other aspect to our weather forecast that I'll be keeping an eye on, some of the gustier winds by the time we get to tomorrow and certainly Wednesday, where those gusts, but still out of the northeast, anywhere from 20, 25 miles per hour, adding a little extra chill to the air, but also going to keep us dry. And that's really the trend as we see into early October, likely seeing below average precipitation and something that we don't need. It's incredibly dry, and wait to see that forecast. There's really not a lot out there. 78 for the high today with that early sunshine, mostly cloudy skies later. By the time we get to tonight, down to 64 degrees. It's another mild day tomorrow, up to 80, and those northeast winds really picking up on Wednesday. After a quick dip into the 60s, it's back to the 70s on Friday, back closer to 80 by the end of the weekend and early next week. It's really not to the middle of next week. We got a rain chance. All right, Adele, a lot of delays out there.
A lot. It's a bit of a tough go here on your rails. I do have an update, though. W trains are back up and running, but still expect to see residual delays on top of that. Your A, C, B, D, F, M, N, R, and Staten Island Railway. You've got delays and service changes. As a reminder, Morrison, Essex, Gladstone Branch, and your Montclair and Boonton lines will be running on a modified schedule today. And if you are going to be traveling around, especially during rush hour, Marin Boulevard in Hudson County is shut down both ways, 18th Street to Observer Highway. This is going to impact your commute heading into the Holland Tunnel. Out the door right now, Cross Bronx Expressway westbound, you've got a crash by the Major Deegan. Darlene, back to you.
All right, Adele. So Monday morning, it is September 29th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Michael has the morning off. Adele is here with an update on some slowdowns in Queens, and Storm Team 4's LaRosa is here with that forecast. Yeah, yesterday it was really kind of wild how high the temperature was.
It was really warm in the sunshine, but we didn't have too much humidity, so it's kind of like the best of summer in fall. And talk about the best of summer, maybe it has you thinking about some beach time. All is quiet, absolutely beautiful preview of this sunrise from Point Pleasant Beach, and you have gorgeous Venus shining bright in the sky there. So right now, yeah, we're off to a pretty good start. The one weather hassle that's starting to creep up in some of the usual spots, some fog in through Morris County, Orange into Sullivan and Ulster counties, where visibility may be at times less than a half a mile or so. So I'll watch that. Otherwise, some high clouds and giving you that beautiful sunrise. 67 at Central Park, 65 in Massapequa, 53 in Sussex, and to the north, we're looking at temperatures in the low 50s where skies are a little bit clearer. But it's off to a good start. Again, filtered sunshine, 70 degrees through 10 a.m. 78 will be our high. That's what will be about 4 o'clock. And a few more clouds moving in here by late in the evening, still in the upper 60s through 10 o'clock. All right, 6:01. Adele, how are things moving along?
Not moving along at all, actually, in New Jersey here. Tunnelly Avenue, both ways remain shut down. That's Route 1 and 9 from 44th Street to 69th Street for accident investigation work. We're going to head outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto that. You can see police are on the scene, and it looks like we are starting to see some movement through the area. So hopefully we can get this completely cleared out shortly. We will, of course, continue to keep a close eye on it, keep you updated on that. Another problem area right now is the Cross Island Parkway northbound. We've got a crash here over by exit 32 for Bell Boulevard. 2 lanes closed off. Delays back to the LIE. Stick to the Clearview Expressway instead. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. 6:02.